All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, Greenwood Stock Trading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man. It's being reported that Odell Beckam Jr. won't practice Wednesday. He appears to be on his way out of Cleveland. All right, let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. My social media links there. There was a rumor that they were close to trading him to the New Orleans Saints yesterday. So make sure you check out the NFL playlist. Best way to donate right now. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Right, make sure you do that comment. Give me your opinion on this. So, am I surprised? Absolutely not, man. His father put up that video about Baker Mayfield, and I know a lot of times in the NFL, like my Detroit Lions, it's a mom and pop, run organization, and they let their judgment get in the way, or their personal feelings get in the way of logical judgment. Baker Mayfield shouldn't be coming back to Cleveland next year. He is not the answer to their quarterback issues. Okay. Like I said before, they should be taking their capital and trying to go get a new quarterback. So, if they do get rid of Odell Beckham, and part of the issue is because of Baker Mayfield, that means they're going to be committed to Baker Mayfield. That's a big mistake. They shouldn't pay him half the going rate for a quarterback, let alone the full going rate. He's terrible. And in that video that Odell Beckham Sr. put up of him missing his son multiple times, that was alarming, bro. Baker Mayfield is only going to get a contract because Cleveland can't find nothing else. And they like Baker Mayfield, and I'll leave it at that. Okay? And if part of this was getting rid of Odell and finding the contract split with Odell, okay, part of this is because, they wanted to protect Baker Mayfield. Or if it's just about if this just about Odell not being happy. Remember when he first got traded there, he said, he was crying at the podium, breaking down because he didn't want to be there. Going from New York City to Cleveland is a big culture change. And he didn't want to be there. If you remember that, he was crying and he needed some time to himself before adjusting to being or coming to realization to being in Cleveland. Okay. Like I said before, man, it's just at a point where he ain't, them releasing him, it has to happen. They wasting his career. He working hard to get open. This, that, and the third, man. It's just come to a point where, they gotta let him go. They gotta find a buyout, whatever they're doing, however this gonna be, it's on them. If they bring back Baker, part of this is because they want to protect Baker's psyche or whatever it is. Like I said before, bid. Baker. They need to get rid of Baker and find a quarterback now. They should have traded for Matthew Stafford. But that is what it is. So I don't know why they keep putting this up. I want to watch it. The Odell Beckham Jr. era in Cleveland appears to have reached an impasse. Okay. One day after his father posted an Instagram video and several comments that appear to disparage quarterback Baker Mayfield, followed by #FreeOBJ. Tweet from Beckham's friend LeBron James. All right, the Browns wide receiver won't practice Wednesday. A source familiar with the situation told Yahoo Sports that Beckham's absence was team related but declined. They said Beckham now seeking a release following his Tuesday NFL trade deadline. The development comes after the Browns are open to trade calls for Beckham but reached no deals. Entering the deadline, multiple teams told Yahoo Sports outside of the Browns accepting a fire sale option of a late-round pick while also agreeing to pay the majority of his receivers $8 million remaining salary. All of that was before Beckham's father posted an Instagram video of Baker Mayfield failing to pass the ball to his son during games this season, followed by a response in the comment section that appeared to feature Beckham Sr. blaming the quarterback for son's struggles with video, and the ensuing comments followed by James' tweet coincidentally came before the trade deadline when the Browns were expecting to work the phones to make and solicit trade offers. Nothing materialized with Beckham by the deadline, aside from an avalanche of stories surrounding the video posting and continuing debate about why he's struggling on offense. So, like I said, there, all these close people, including his father, are trying to help him get up out of Cleveland. No two ways around it. And to me, he didn't learn nothing. He didn't learn nothing about his situation, in New York Giants when he blasted Eli and got put out there. You can't directly or indirectly, trash your quarterback, especially when they all putting their heads together and they plan to bring Baker Mayfield back. That's what you can't do. You can't blast him. You cannot blast your quarterback, and he directly and indirectly, and he's learning a valuable lesson from that. They're gonna try to put him in. They was gonna try to trade him to the worst situation. They didn't want to trade him somewhere where he was gonna become a problem. You see what I'm saying? They didn't want to trade him nowhere where, he was gonna be a problem for them in a playoff run in the Super Bowls. Baker Mayfield is hot garbage, but we know they pay quarterbacks whether they good or not good. That's just the facts. So they're gonna pay quarterbacks regardless, especially if they got the right features. All right. So he said, should Beckham's absence Wednesday represent irreparable crossroads between himself and his franchise? The Browns have essentially three options on the table. They can attempt to mend defenses with a private meeting to clear the air over whatever issues are lingering, including the video comments posted by Senior after they passed that. Cleveland could choose a fearless playable option of deactivating Beckham, but keep him on the roster the remainder of the season while also paying him, similar to what Houston did to Houston are facing with Deshaun Watson. The Browns would offer Beckham his outright release in exchange for some of his $8 million he owed for the rest of the season. The solution could be a win for both sides, giving Beckham freedom he wants at least into the waivers while giving Cleveland the ability to retain some salary cap space in the process. The latest chapter in the frustrating relationship between Beckham and the Browns. It first hit a rocks in 2019 when a source close to the wideout told Yahoo Sports that Beckham felt lost and was trying to redeem himself after unceremonious in New York Giants. That messy season was punctuated with Beckham telling opposing players to come get me after the game. He was ultimately granted his reset of sorts after the season when the coaching staff and majority of the front office was fired, replacing by general manager Andrew Beery and head coach Kevin Stefanski. It was hoped that a fresh start would kick Beckham's career back into gear. Instead, he suffered a season-ending ACL injury after 7 games, leaving him to watch the team's offense took flight without him. That frustration carried into the season as the wideout struggled with shoulder injury and to find the groove of Baker Mayfield totaling 232 receiving yards, 0 touchdown catches in 6 games. The bottom appears to be reached on Sunday's 15-10 loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, with Beckham catching only 1 ball for 6 yards. Especially that's a terrible secondary. Pittsburgh always had a shitty secondary. It was troubling performance for the Browns, and they placed more focus on the lack of connection between Mayfield and presumed number 1 wide receiver. The results was around speculation coming into the trade deadline that Cleveland would pursue trading him. What couldn't – he keeps showing this, man. I forgot my place. What couldn't be foreseen was his father, LeBron James, stepping into the fray, leading the awkward day for the team. And as of Wednesday, a practice that will take place without Odell Beckam. So they're just gonna make me watch that video. I don't want to watch it. So I mean, here's what it is. He continued to show the lack of maturity. He's not learning from his lessons from New York. Like I said, do you want to release him and he becomes an issue out there in the league? I don't think you just want to release him. Okay. But like I said before, you look at his stats, clear drop off. I think he's still one of the best receivers in the league. But like I said, if you remember that playoff game with Eli Manning when he dropped all them passes, you can't have games like that when it mattered the most, especially when you ain't played in the playoffs. I think since then, can't have it. And ultimately, man, he needs to take responsibility for his own actions. That's the big thing. Look at all these great seasons that he had before when he was hot. Look at the reception he's having. 91, 96, 101, 169, 158, 130 targets, 1,300, 12 touchdowns, 1,450, 13 touchdowns, 1,367, 10 touchdowns. Then you look at his last couple years in New York. Look, 25 receptions. He only played 4 games, 12 games, 1,052.76. But he's never rekindled the first 3 years of that there since then. After the injury, he's been pathetic. He got some 1,000-yard season, 6'4". Cleveland, just to me, he's never got them targets again, other than the 19 in Cleveland. He had a solid year, but like I said before, man, this is a dude that if he not in the city that he happy with, he not getting his stats. No matter if you losing, he not gonna be happy. Very immature, and he approaching 30, and the maturity is not coming. That's why he probably dropped in the draft. The maturity not there. When he not in the situation, he not in the city that he like, he not getting the stats that he like. He don't care about wins, losses. He care about being comfortable. So, like I said before, at one point I thought Cleveland, I'm thinking, if LA didn't, trade for Von Miller, I thought they was gonna trade for Odell or Saquon Barkley. I think that'd been perfect for him. Somewhere where he the vocal point. New Orleans, I don't think they can give him the ball. Green Bay might be a point. Him and Green Bay, make Aaron Rodgers happy. That should be the point. That should be that's the perfect spot for him. He get a lot of receptions, and that's it. Other than that, man, really, where else? Tom got a lot of receivers. Dak got a lot of receivers. Pittsburgh can't give him the ball. He ain't gonna let him go to the division. He can't get him the ball. Tennessee got receivers. Carson Wentz, he always injured. So Kansas City or Green Bay, he'd be perfect. He can replace Sammy Watkins. That's part of why Kansas City ain't doing well. But let me know what you guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. My social media links there. Twitter's the fastest way, than Facebook and Instagram. Reach out if you want to advertise on the channel, video request, chop it up, whatever it may be. Going through something, hit me up. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Thanks for the donate, share the video, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, all that good stuff. He got a birthday coming up Friday as well, too. It'd be 29. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace. Check out the NFL playlist for more videos like this.